Okay, well here comes the ferry from Parramatta. Won't be stopping at Rydalmere because as usual it is full. But fortunately there's another one due in a few minutes. Hopefully we'll get on that one. Okay, well here comes the next ferry. But this one too has come from Parramatta, which means it may also be full up. I was hoping they might be bright enough to send one from Circular Quay. But, oh well, fingers crossed. I'm going to be very late meeting everyone if I can't get on this one. We'll see how we go. Well, I managed to get on, and here we are coming into Cockatoo Island now. So about 30 people got left behind at Rydalmere, and they're coming along later. They're braving it out. They'll be on their way an hour from now. So here we go. Which way do we turn? We're going to people camping here already by all sorts of things. Visitor information, we're going to need that. Here we are coming into the wharf now. Well, finally arrived on the island. I'm hanging around, 2 or 3 people missing, and they phoned me and said they're on their way. Well, here's the ferry now. Hey, wouldn't this be a good spot to watch the fireworks on New Year's Eve? We're that close to the bridge. Now here comes the ferry. Different sort of ferry. One of the Manly type ferries. I wonder if our gang are on there. We'll find out soon enough, and then we'll be on our... Well, this is all a little bit of a stuff up at the moment. I'm at the what is known as the bar, which is a converted shipping container. We've all sort of split up. People were arriving late because of ferry delays, so I stayed behind, but there were no one was forthcoming, so I wandered off. Someone phoned me and said they're on Darling Harbour instead of Cockatoo Island, and so I thought, well, I'll try and catch up with everybody else. And then I've just got a text from David and someone. They've just arrived. They must have been the people who were stuck on Rydalmere Wharf behind me. So it's a little bit of what is known as a cock-up. But I'm going to have a beer and a sandwich, and hopefully we'll all catch up shortly. Okay, we've finally caught up with all our gang. This is some of our gang here. Yes, yes. This is some of our gang here. We caught up with everybody. We've got more over here. I'll go over there in a minute. That's part of our gang over there. And if I swing around here very cautiously so as not to make you dizzy, that's 2 more of our gang over there. That's Dave and Margaret there. Oh, really? Yeah. And here's the rest of the gang. Some people have sort of gone missing. They walked on ahead at a speedy pace and we lost them. Hope they haven't fallen down one of the convict holes. But we'll bump into them somewhere. This I'm just explaining. This is the smokers gallery here. This is where all the evil people retire to. This is one of the tunnels on the island. Don't know if you can see anything. There's quite a bit of light around. You should be able to see a little bit of it. Nothing much to see really, but you know, it's all part of the show. So I think this one's called the Dogleg Tunnel. I'm hoping there's an exit somewhere. Don't don't really fancy spending the rest of my life down here. It would get a little bit boring, wouldn't it? So I'll just keep on walking, see where it takes me to. A little bit like life itself. Just keep on walking. This is Tent City. This is where everybody camps, especially on New Year's Eve, because they've got such a wonderful view of the fireworks on the bridge. I'm just climbing some steps at the moment. There we go. Where are we going? Oh, there we go. I can just see them. And then we're going up here. A few more steps up there, and a few more steps up there. And apparently it'll lead to the convict area. I hope they let me out. So this is the view from the the northern edge of Cockatoo Island. Just to give you an idea what it looks like from here. Not a bad view. And just think, if you could afford this house here, which I can't just at the moment, you'd have that view all year round. I don't think you'd be complaining about much. Well, here's the view from up top on the cliff edge. I'll just zoom around a little bit so you can see whereabouts we are in conjunction to everything else. I don't know what that point is over there. I'll have to look that up on a map. So here we are, the magnificent Parramatta River. And that house I showed you earlier, apparently you can rent it. I bet it costs a bit more than a couple of $100 a week though. Yeah, well, it's been an interesting afternoon. Some people got lost. We split up when different ferries got delayed and people ended up walking in different directions, but most of us located each other, so it wasn't too bad. My afternoon would have been even better had I not poured about a litre of sunscreen lotion into my eyes right at the start. Yeah, I've been walking around with my eyes on fire all afternoon, which affects my sinuses and everything. It's just starting to wear off a bit now, and it's 2:30, so I would have enjoyed it much more had I been able to see. But there you go. Worst things happen at sea. And now I think I'll call it a day. I'll even call it a weekend. And I'll stroll down this hill towards the ferry wharf. Hopefully I'll get on one without too much hassle. See you later, alligator. So here we are at Woolwich, and then we're heading over in that direction towards the city. That's what the city looks like from Woolwich Wharf. I thought you needed to know that. So there we go. Rhapsody of the Seas. Perhaps I'll book a trip on that one next week. Save a lot of mucking around with ferries.